That's a nice sound right there. Okay, we're back in JP Studios, and we're going to do a part 2 interview with the multi-talented Demetrius Houser. And last time we talked about your influences, right?
Yes, sir.
And about some of the artists that inspired you to play the keyboard. But I want to know is, how did you get to this level of playing? What was it? Did you go to school for music?
No, actually, I learned a lot from this incredible jazz organ bebop player named Bill Hyde. I heard him years ago and met him. He showed me a lot of stuff throughout the years through his piano playing and his organ recordings.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome multi-talented cat, and he sings. I learned a lot from him. I studied a lot of Herbie Records and George Duke and Jimmy Smith.
How old were you when you started taking lessons with him, or when you were starting that?
I was 25.
Okay. And before 25, you're pretty much self-taught.
Yeah, pretty much self-taught. And even with Bill Hyde, he didn't give me no lessons. He just sent me all his tapes.
Oh, really?
To listen and tell me the people to listen to.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So it wasn't so much sit down and
right.
Instruction. It's more like, here's what you should be listening to.
Just listen to me. Like he said, the more that you listen to it, music is a language. The more you listen to it, you'll start to breathe it and play it. It's like a language.
Right.
So the more you listen to yourself and brainwash with bebop.
So obviously he was sending you some good stuff to listen to.
Oh, yeah.
Because it comes out in your playing.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, so it was obvious that he had the right players that you should be checking out.
Right. He told me to listen to a lot of them.
Right.
Oscar Peterson, Horace Silver, and one guy he told me that really stands out, Gene Harris. He said listen to a lot.
Gene Harris.
And fortunately I didn't listen to a lot of him, but I listened to mostly to Jimmy Smith and Bill Hyde and Charles Earling, incredible organists.
Wow.
Jazz piano players, George Duke, Bobby Lau, different cats.
Now, who today, like one of the newer or more recent players, has inspired you the most? I think you talked about someone earlier.
I like so many different ones. I love Hiromi.
Right.
She's brilliant. You know. I love her. I got a chance to hear her play live, and she was so good. I remember giving her $100 tip because I was so blown away.
Wow.
This woman is phenomenal. I never done that really. I always like to tip musicians when they play good.
That's
stuff
good.
Myself.
Well, what is it that's so special about her to you? What did she? How does she? I mean, what is it that she does different from other players?
Well, to me, she plays from the heart. And not only that, she's a good showman. She has good showmanship, but she plays skillfully where you feel every note. And she definitely is a prodigy and genius.
Wow.
She's incredible. You just have to really check her out.
I'll have to check her out. What's her name again?
Hiromi Yahira.
Hiromi Yahira. Japanese?
Japanese.
Wow.
I love her piano playing.
Yeah.
She's brilliant. I also like this young cat, Corey Henry is a bad cat too.
Henry?
Yeah, he plays with this group called Snarky Puppy. But there's so many people I listen to and love, all great musicians, pianists.
And then you mentioned too that you also listen, or you like guitar players.
Oh, I love guitar players.
And you said
that was my first love, my first instrument.
Is it really?
But I didn't stick to it.
You didn't stick to it, but I've heard you play, and you play good too.
Thanks.
I mean, you play on a more of an advanced level. You're not even, you know what I mean? Your guitar playing is also.
Well, I think because I learned a lot from other skilled musicians. Another guy that was a major influence in my life is Larry White. He's a great producer and arranger and writer, bass player, guitarist. And he taught me a lot when I went on the road and stuff like that. He was Bobby Brown's musical director.
Oh, is that right?
Played for the Whispers. But incredible, beautiful cat.
Wow.
And he taught me a lot when I went on the road with him, arranging and writing songs and stuff. He's been a great part of my life musically as well.
It seems like you're real receptive to all types of music, all types of
Yes.
artists and musicians, and you just take it in.
Yes, yes. I love music, and I love great bands, musicians, from the Jacksons to the Earth, Wind and Fire to the Isley Brothers.
Right.
Those were all my eras of growing up in the 70s. and
Yeah.
the
Well, those are good
Spinners.
bands to be influenced
Yeah.
by.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems you can hear in your playing all those influences come out.
I
Or at
appreciate
least
it.
I had the opportunity to hear.
Well,
And
thank
everybody
you.
else will too, because eventually these songs are going to get put out there for everybody to hear.
Well, I look forward to them hearing it. It's been a great collaborating with you, JP, and birthing these songs. It's incredible. It's
Yeah, some of
incredible
these,
music to listen to.
I'm excited for everybody to hear them.
Yeah.
And I keep saying this, but it's a slow process, and we want them to be ready, or not perfect, but almost perfect, so we can
Right.
share them with everyone.
Give you some nice samples and
Yeah, little samples here and there, and then eventually
right.
get the whole song, and I'm sure people will really be excited about it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I enjoy coming here every Saturday and doing pre-production work with you.
Yeah,
I always loved your guitar playing as well, and not only that, you're a great friend and a great musician, and your family is beautiful. They, in turn, they feed me really well here.
Well, you know what?
Good
Man,
thing.
you're always welcome, and I'm glad that we've always remained friends.
Yes, me too.
And I think just the timing is right that we got together,
Right.
because the music seems to be coming.
Yes, it is.
It's not really, it's not being forced.
Right.
It's just coming out of the air.
Right. We're
I
just
don't know what's
creating
going
on
on.
the
It's
spot.
just creating. So let me shake your hand.
There
And,
it is.
I know
Bless.
we're always gonna be musical friends and
Always.
friends regardless.
Amen.
And I hope that you'll get the right exposure to, even if you by this what's the word I want to say, by you inspiring somebody else,
Right.
by somebody hearing your stories,
Yes, sir.
listening to your music, seeing how you play.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, you're going to inspire some young guy, some young girl,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to say, man, that guy, I want to play like that guy.
Oh, that's
You know what I mean? 'Cause that's how it is.
That's nice.
You don't realize it, but you touch people with your music.
Yes.
You touch people with your playing. When people go see you perform,
Right.
you know what I mean?
That's very true.
And they're watching you. You don't realize you're having a major impact on them.
Right.
You're having an impact because you're taking them on a trip,
Journey. Yeah.
a journey. You're taking them away from their problems. You're making them happy.
Right,
You're giving
that's
them
true.
joy. You're maybe somebody that likes music, likes piano, keyboards. They've always wanted to learn, but maybe we're watching you that day or that night. They say, you know what? I'm gonna go take my keyboards out of the garage, or I'm gonna go find a teacher,
Mhm.
or they might even ask you.
Right. That's
Or-
very true.
you know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, you're in a great position to
I'm-
inspire people like that.
I'm very grateful, and I owe a lot to my Lord and Savior,
Right.
Jesus Christ, God. He gave me that gift, and it's His, and for me to share with as much people as I can. And thank to my grandmother, Miss Studemeyer. She taught me a lot. Rest in peace, Grandma Stu. When my grandfather said, "Hey, D, making that too much. Get off that piano." My grandma was like, "No, James, let him play."
Is that right? Yeah.
So I learned a lot, and I'm grateful to my grandmother. And eventually, then my grandfather was like, "Cool, yeah, D can play. It's cool."
Yeah.
It turned
Well,
from noise to melody to
You know what? I guess it's always like that in the beginning, because they don't realize you have to go through that phase
Right,
and all those little maybe sour notes here and there.
Right.
Or you know what I mean?
right.
To get to the next level. And
Right.
you're at that level now, and I'm sure
Right.
they're all very proud of you.
I'm trying,
Yeah.
And every day I still strive to be a better musician and a better writer.
Well, you know what surprised me?